to episode 7. Is it 7?
7. No more welcoming.
Okay. Yeah.
No more.
welcomes are shit.
Welcomes are so boring.
Welcome, collective.
Welcome all the Aldi followers, our new audience now that we've opened up to our saviour Aldi.
I wonder if our viewers caught that Easter egg at the start of the song. Awesome track, Ven.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Another one bites the dust. My weekly tracking is concerning me because I yesterday honestly got here and I thought I had nothing. And I was like, I had like a skeleton of a song and I was like, I don't know if we've even got a song this week, LJ. And you were like, that's fine. Doesn't matter. It's okay. So
I was like, we won't release the track this week. We'll just finish the episode. We'll just complete and upload.
We went from not having anything to filming.
Having a banger track.
And then filming a film clip to boot. So that was good work.
Hope they enjoyed it.
If they didn't, we enjoyed it.
We enjoyed it.
We enjoyed it. And the people
My back
of
didn't
Aldi
enjoy
enjoyed it. Yeah. I'm a bit,
I'm a bit
sore from a bit of the activity, a bit of the dancing.
bit rusty.
Oh, you're very rusty. We're both rusty.
I know.
I haven't danced in a very long time. I mean, since our last
I can't jump like I used to jump. No. I can't dance like I used to dance. But at least it's a parody.
Is it?
Isn't it?
I'm joking.
Oh, God. At least we're making fun of ourselves and we're making fun of
because
everything
I kick
about life.
When I dance.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of kicking. I was like,
I'm
okay.
a kicker.
Aerobics.
Look, I grew up with
aerobics.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yes.
Yeah. And so those.
Should have done the splits.
Well, I can't do that, but I could have done a roundhouse kick. Very poor one. Yeah. I'll try it next time. No. But yeah, so that's where my influence comes from. You can see that clearly. Van Damme fan.
Yeah.
Fan Van Damme. Jean-Claude.
I like how every week you choose a different genre. Is that on purpose?
Not necessarily. It's probably just, I'm bored of that. Okay. I'll try something else. Oh, I did that last week. I think I actually used one of the loops in another song when I was listening. I'm like, and because I've done so many, I'm like, did I use that in one song? I don't know. I'm like, there's some continuity there.
Well, Taylor Swift, I feel like she always uses the same. They always sound the same.
Can I just say?
Yes.
Can I just say? Right?
Yeah.
Brilliant artists. Billie Eilish, Taylor Swift, all good. All good.
All those underground artists.
All those, you might not know who they are, but we're into music.
If you know.
And like Beyonce, there's this other chick. Anyway,
Lady Gaga, all the
underground stars. They're not. Yeah. I was thinking when I was releasing a track each week, I'm like, those bitches don't release one track a week.
No
one's releasing one track a week,
and they've got a whole team.
They've got a whole team.
You get it done. Sometimes you get it done in a day.
Yeah.
It'll be like, bang, let's go.
Look, and I'm not making this melodies from scratch. Only some of the lyrics for my songs. If I'm singing in it, I have to make that up from scratch. But the actual track, I'm picking up beats from people. I'm putting in different loops. That's all I'm just mixing shit. So that you might go, yeah, anyone can do that. And I'm pretty sure DJs do that shit all the time. Yeah. They're on the fucking fly. They're just what.
Does anyone want to do a song with us?
Any DJs out there?
I do know some DJs. Hi.
Hi. Hey. It's really hard to come up with songs. And Lauryn Hill talks about it, and you've talked about it before.
Who's Lauryn Hill?
Oh.
No.
Strumming my pain with his fingers.
No, I do
One
know.
time. Singing my life with his words. Two time. Lauryn Hill, who sang that, she did the remake, not the original. That I'm singing, her remake was that One Time, that one. She was talking about how you come up with all these songs and then the record company's like, okay, like it's been 3 years. You got to put out another album. But she goes, I went from recording, putting out an album and then going on tour and then coming back and the record company was like, you need to release another album. And she's like, I can do it. I can sit there. I can release songs. I can do that. But I haven't had the experience. She goes, and the inspiration comes from experience. And that's why I think a lot of artists have their first album because it's come from It's come from experience and emotions, and then they get signed, and then that's always the second album is like, oh, well, now you've got to make another one quick. You might lose your fans. And I get it because you might lose your fans. And we're in such a world now where produce. You need the emotions to write the album. You can't just write it. So you can write an album. And she said, and I've done it. She's done it. She's put stuff out there, but it's not there. Like it's in a way manufactured because she's got the talent, but it doesn't have the same feel.
Also, people change.
And people don't like the journey.
They don't.
Of the artist sometimes.
Lorde got a lot of slack for that. She released an album and all of her fans were like, this is not you. Oh, you're succumbing to the industry.
Yeah.
Because it was a bit lighter. God, I love Lorde. Oh.
Another underground artist.
Oh, God.
All these underground, but you guys might not have heard of these artists. We were in the scene.
Yeah, so she got a lot of slack for releasing this album that was a bit bright and light. And even though I think the way that she was dressed, they didn't like her. But people change. How many journeys have I been through? If we go back to episode 5, I was into Nirvana and Pearl Jam. I mean, my music doesn't change.
Back to 1990.
No, but you're allowed to be multifaceted. That is one of my biggest kind of qualms with people. I always surprise people. They always say, oh, I thought you were different. I'm all of those things.
And you've also said you're allowed to change because sometimes if you grow and you know people for a long time, you get, I don't want to say put in a box, but for lack of a better explanation, you get put in a box of, oh, I thought that was you.
And sometimes when
sometimes
when you stay with that community, you are conditioned to stay
have a place.
within. Yes,
you have a role.
You have a role to play, and that's why people grow when they travel. I'm a huge advocate for traveling on your own because when I've traveled on my own, you meet people on that day and they meet you on that day.
Yeah,
and you don't have a past, you don't have a future. You've just got. And
you don't have a future.
No, well, it's just your present.
Yeah.
And it's whoever you are that day, and you're not held to any ideas of anything.
Yeah. That's nice about meeting new people.
That is.
But you can also be in an environment that allows growth and allows change. Like here, I've changed right in front of you. I've blossomed into this beautiful performer.
Yes.
But again, it's
and we've talked about accept people for where they are today.
At that time.
Good or bad, accept them for where they are today.
Yep. And I said that I noticed about you how much firmer and stronger you are in your convictions or your beliefs, and you'll stand up more so than you used to, because I knew younger LJ, I don't want to sound bad, but you were a little bit of a pushover. People could, it was easy to hurt you, or it was easy to manipulate you. And I mean, that comes with maturity.
I'm a huge people pleaser.
These days,
I'm a recovering people pleaser.
You are.
I know. And
you're a lot stronger. That's a new thing. That's a new you. That's a new facet of you that I've met. This is a new, wow.
I wonder if it makes me that stubborn.
You're very stubborn.
I've always been stubborn though. But I think maybe from that multi-side of me where it's people pleasing, but I don't like that and that frustration, and maybe it's because it's a little bit aggressive when I don't like something.
That's okay. And I'm not saying about aggressive not liking something, but you stand up for yourself a lot more than you used to.
I do. And I think people don't know that about me. They're always surprised when I stand up for myself. When I say I'm partial to things, some people that might have an idea about me think I'm being a pushover, but maybe I just don't care.
And that's the other thing, choose your battles.
Exactly. I'm stubborn about the things that I do care about.
Yeah.
But I'm always open-minded. So if you come to me, or if anyone comes to me and says,
you'll join this cult, you'll be like, what you got? Send me your pitch.
Exactly.
What conspiracies do you believe in?
I can't believe I haven't fallen into a cult. Everyone's always, all my life, has been
maybe this is a cult. Maybe this podcast is a cult and you don't even know.
Don't even know.
Willingly, putting yourself in here.
Can I say, going back to last episode, we talked about collective consciousness. There is a theory.
Collective consciousness.
there is a theory that
That was a robot, by the way.
dance parties and concerts create like a group herd behavior, and you're worshipping
Like a gang mentality.
Yeah, and it's kind of like if you go to a dance party, you're worshipping the DJ because you're dancing to their tracks. You know, you're dancing to the rhythm of their tracks.
Anyone dancing to our tracks?
I hope you are.
We are slowly integrating you into our lives, into
With
our
the different
collective.
We're trying to the different genres that you come up with.
We're trying to get everyone. Something for everyone.
Every week.
Something for everyone in that.
Every week. We should do like a grungy track.
I tried that and you hated it.
I think it sounded like gospel music.
It wasn't that
Like-
one.
No. Which
No.
one?
It was a real, like, it had a Nirvana,
Did not have a Nirvana.
it had a Nirvana
please.
feel. It had
It
a
did not.
Seattle 90s grunge
No.
vibe.
Impossible.
It's not that. I'll show you it later. Dun, 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 dun. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. Dun, 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 dun. Dum, 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 dum. Anyway,
So,
you're welcome.
so beats.
Mhm.
Beats can be seen as being ritualistic. And there's this conspiracy theory out there.
Another one.
I'm full of them. Where are my tinfoil hat people?
Who are you summoning with your little crystal diamantes on your denim jacket? You heathen.
Are we trying to gather through our music?
Could be.
So that's the theory. The theory is that you are worshipping like these demonic entities, that they're not actually there. So if you think about, and I think they play into that. So if you think about Gaga, Beyonce, all the underground artists,
little known artists out there.
Sam Smith does it as well, dresses in red, does like The Weeknd really plays on it. If you look at their video clips and their music, they really play into that idea of satanic ritualistic.
Wow.
Yeah, did you not know this? There's all these Easter eggs, not like our Easter egg of like the Aldi. Kylie did it at one stage when she had a comeback recently. She did that whole red thing. Yeah. I think it's like Rihanna's done it. There's been a lot of
Underground artists.
yeah, there's been a lot of pop stars that have really played into
That narrative.
of being a demonic entity. I think they're playing into it
Maybe our next
because
track.
it's too.
I feel
it's
our
too
next
obvious.
track.
It's too obvious, and they know what people are saying. They know what's out there. So if I think about my rave history. God, I'm a bad dancer
Our costumes.
now.
Some
I'm
of
so
our costume
sorry.
yesterday was brought to you by Linda's 90s rave or 2000s, early 2000s. 2000s
It was
rave.
mid 2000s.
Do you remember that big rave shop there used to be on Brunswick Street?
Yeah,
It was like a do. Yeah.
Are you joking?
No,
I modelled for them.
of course you did. You did. Oh my God.
I thought I was like, are you being?
That was genuine, and I just totally forgot that was even a thing you did. Of course you did.
Yeah. That was a whole.
That was an
Anyway, that was
era
a whole
for you.
thing. That was a whole thing.
You were a big raver.
I was. 8 hours of dancing straight, sometimes. Over the weekend, Crowell Castle. Oh God. Anyway, you would never know from my dance moves. I'm so embarrassed. I'm sorry to all my friends that
Knew you when you used to know how to dance.
Well, they still know me, and they're still good dancers. Look, I'm 20 years out of practice.
You got to practice this stuff.
And
you
so
know?
luckily it was a parody. Luckily our film clips are all parodies.
Of course they are.
So we can make fun of ourselves.
Of course we do.
Yeah. Was I always a terrible dancer? No, I wasn't actually. No, I won awards for best dancer when I was
Did
younger.
you?
Yes.
In high school?
Yes.
Okay. By your peers?
By the whole of the faculty and
No, I know the award.
Oh.
I'm just saying it's
I
not
also
by
got- I
it's
also
not by
got
the
the
New York
artist
Dance
award.
School. It's
I
by your
okay.
peers at high school.
Okay. I also got the all-rounder art award.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Well done.
Thank you.
I didn't get any awards.
You know, when I went to...
I was not even
When I
chosen for
went-
the school newspaper.
When I went to...
A volunteer position. Anyway.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Please.
I think they thought I was irresponsible.
Yeah, they would have.
I was.
Because you were like a larrikin.
I was not reliable.
You were like the class clown. Were you? No, not the class. I would say that you were
I was
the
just
entertainer.
the clown. I was the clown.
No, I would say that you were the entertainer.
Not by the teachers didn't see it that way.
Anyway, you know Dolores. I always go on about Dolores Gladys. What were you going to
Yes,
say?
I was saying, do we know her real name apart from just the first name basis we have Dolores?
I think people that know that know. I think if you did Dolores, you'd find.
Would you?
I should find out her name.
You should. What does she do? She's a psychic? No, not a psychic. She's a...
So Dolores's work is based on, and her theories are based on her hypnotic research and past life therapy. So I think she was a psychologist. Hang on, let me look if she was a psychologist.
Show more.
We've got to get into Dolores. Look at this. Just looking her up. Her research also explored topics like ghosts, poltergeists, and walk-ins, souls that take over a living human being. I didn't know about that.
Assuming we're looking at the right Dolores.
No, we are. The soul enters the astral plane, a multidimensional realm of consciousness. Souls exist there based on their vibrational frequency and spiritual evolution. So Dolores has passed now. Her daughter has taken over. But she has this theory about the world and external beings not really actually being there. So if you don't interact with them, they're kind of like background extras. So if you believe what Dolores Cannon says, celebrities are not actually there.
Oh.
Yeah, they're just background extras. They're just filling up your world. Unless you interact with them, they're
It's
not
like
real.
Sims.
Is that what
It's
it
like
is?
The Sims.
And if you interact with them, that's when they become real. That's when they become a real soul. Otherwise, they're just background extras. Something like that. Isn't that interesting?
yeah.
So
did I make that guy at yoga real? Was he just an extra?
and then you brought
Maybe he wasn't my
and then you
brother.
brought him into your life.
Look, slight chance he wasn't, but on the off chance he wasn't my brother, he could have been an extra.
Yeah, what do you think about this whole?
I like it.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of it. I mean, you've mentioned it before, but I think today I've absorbed it differently.
Right, because I didn't know her name.
Yeah. No, well, we probably always got stuck on her name. But no, but I like she said something else, which is we've said in one of our reels about we chose to be here.
Yeah.
And that she says that as souls, we have chosen to be in this experience. We choose to come on earth.
Yeah. That's really helped me. That theory has really helped me. That's why I think I stuck to that. That kind of resonated.
The theory that everyone else is only...
And we don't know why we're here, by the way. That's the test. No one knows because once you know...
Well, this podcast is pointless.
Why?
We're supposed to find out.
Why do you always say that?
We're supposed to find out what this is. That's what we're telling. It's about life
We're
and purpose.
experiencing life.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm joking. We're never going to get to the answer. That's all I'm getting at.
But this is it. This is why she says you don't know.
But I like that she says that everyone's a background extra. Yeah. Because like you've said before, are we all just projections of our different selves? So going on that, we know, let's say a celebrity, is that we've got the same projection or has everybody got that projection of that celebrity until they meet them?
Interesting.
Because you can see a celebrity and you're at, arm's distance or more, very distant. But when you actually meet that person, then are they a soul?
Yes.
But are they the same soul to me as they are to you? If, let's say, a celebrity
yeah,
that you've met, it's a soul. I haven't met that celebrity. And you're saying that if everyone else...
But are they instantly in your realm then? Once they're in mine, are they in yours?
Yes, because I still know that celebrity.
Yes, but
I don't know them personally.
But until you know that they are a real person, they are just background extras.
So if everyone's a background extra,
Yeah.
are those people? Those people are people to someone.
Yeah, all these theories are collapsible.
Like a piano accordion.
Please don't make that a track. I don't like it.
What? As if I would.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of...
I make okay music.
You make great music.
I make good selections for music.
Yes.
Thank you. If I do say so myself. Can I just say Rob Thomas hasn't replied? Like that hurts. Anyway.
Robert.
All that singing, that passion.
Is it because I said I didn't know him?
I would reply. If someone said they didn't know me, I would reply. Is he not even real? Is he a fucking projection?
Of you.
Of me? Oh, that would make so much sense. That would make a lot of sense.
One of our friends called me and laughed about that. She loved that whole thing. About
what,
how...
Rob Thomas?
Yeah. And how I didn't know him, and she found that hilarious. And I said, during that time, I was with a different group of people, and we just didn't listen to mainstream
one
music.
Of your projections.
We just did not listen to mainstream music.
Just
I never listened
underground
to the
stuff.
radio. Yeah, it was. I didn't even know who the artists were. I was just dancing to the beat. You know, my friends would know who all the DJs and artists were, and I just wanted to dance. No proof of that now. Yeah. It's quite nice, actually, I was going to say.
It's a little bit funny.
Oh.
This feeling inside.
God, great song. How nice were the customers in Aldi yesterday?
Yeah.
And I'm so scared if my sister saw that. Because
why? Because you're rubbing yourself on the ground.
Yes. You know how germophobic my sister is.
Well, she had children. I'm sure
I'm
they
not
rubbed
even allowed to
themselves on
have
the ground.
outside clothes inside.
Linda's sister, well, this might be
I can't touch
controversial.
anything when
This
I'm
might
inside
be
her house.
controversial, but she told me that when you buy towels, you should wash towels.
You should though, Van.
For?
That, yes.
What for? I mean, it's not great. I'm not
Do you
saying...
remember my sister doing it?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'll
Don't do it.
Because people... What did she do?
I'm not doing this. I'm not getting involved in an impersonation.
People are touching the... That's what she was doing.
Yeah.
Everyone's touching the towels and then you're rubbing yourself.
Yeah.
Or the factory workers touching.
Everyone's dirty hands. I don't know. Like a hand towel. You buy a hand towel, you put it on display, you wipe your hands on it. I guess she's got a point, but I'll take my chances. You know, choose your battles. I'll take my chances.
She now refers to you as my dirty friend.
Oh, does she? That dirty girl that doesn't wash her towels. You know, I wash my hands when I eat.
Oh, good.
And then I'll wipe it on the towel I just bought that I haven't washed.
A thousand factory workers all over your head.
All those people.
You're just eating 1,000.
All those projections of people that don't exist because I haven't met them.
Yeah, they don't exist.
They don't exist.
It's fine. It's clean.
It's just an astral projection.
How nice was that picture I sent you of me and my grandfather and him
it
doing the
was
jewellery?
cute. Yeah.
Isn't that gorgeous? Cute. So I didn't know, you know, I found out there's a lot that, because he died when he was quite young.
Put it up. Put up the picture. Let's use it.
How cute.
Yeah.
He was in like a local paper. There's a little town that no one knows. That even if you go into the city, they'll say,
where?
They'll go, that I don't think you're pronouncing it right. And it took a long time for Google to catch on to that.
Wow.
You know, when Google Maps started, 2 of the towns that I grew up in Italy weren't there. But anyway, that was cute. And I was really close to my grandfather in the first years of my life when I lived in Italy. And I always feel that he is around me. It's weird to say, but I do.
That's the weirdest thing you've ever said, Linda.
What?
That you feel your grandfather's presence around you. That's the weirdest thing you've ever mentioned on this show.
No, you know what I'm referring to? I don't know if I've mentioned it before.
Oh, you have to me, but yes, tell everyone.
But how I've said that he's represented through bees. If I see a bee, I'll always say, there's nonno Pietro.
Yeah. And then I'm like, can you tell your nonno not to sting me? Can you tell your nonno that I don't want to bite?
So I
now?
love it when I see bees. When I moved into my home, I saw a bee every morning. I would open up the window and I would say, hi, nonno Pietro, buongiorno. I do feel his presence around me, and he used to cut my hair. And when I came to Australia, I had a really big fringe because he used to cut my fringe, and I was a really kind of annoyed child. I used to have really thick, long hair. If you touched it.
And you brushed it probably.
I would like, because it was curly, but they used to brush the curls out.
Brush the curls out. That's me too.
So I used to get annoyed and do this thing that my auntie says I used to always mess
Why
it up.
would you brush curls?
I don't know. But anyway, they used to brush my hair and I'd get angry and irritated. Apparently they'd fix it nicely and then I'd just shake it and ruin it and walk off. But nonno Pietro had, is my grandfather. So he had this kind of control and he could cut my hair. And he was the only one, I would say he's the only one that can cut my hair. So when I came to Australia, I had this big, thick fringe. And I would say, when nonno Pietro comes to Australia, he can cut my hair. No one else, don't touch it. So I'd move away from anyone that tried to touch my hair. So it just became I think it just became quite ratty in my head. I had this big fringe over my eyes. And I'd say, only nonno Pietro. But then he had passed. And that's how I found out, because I wouldn't let anyone touch my hair. And I'd say, I'm waiting for nonno Pietro to cut my hair.
They didn't tell you?
No. I was too young. They didn't know how to tell me.
Wow.
Yeah, but then my auntie told me. Or I think it was my cousin that told me. She was like, he's dead. He dead.
He did. It's horrible.
I know. It was horrible. It was a horrible shock. Everyone that has a favourite
Great
hairdresser.
horrific stories brought to you by Linda.
No, everyone that has a favourite hairdresser would know how that would feel. When their hairdresser can no longer do their hair. And I found out that lesson really early in life.
Yes.
Yes. And yes. Sorry, that was a really long story to tell you that when I was doing jewellery, I used to have a jewellery business when I was much younger with a friend of ours. And I only found out about my grandfather being a jeweller, silversmith.
I don't know what he was.
I don't know. He used to do leather bags. He used to make shoes.
Oh.
He was some sort of an all-round artisan. Anyway, he used to make jewellery. He was in the local paper. I was there when I was a kid, as you can see. I made it to the local paper at a very young age. I was always in the spotlight. I'm not really. And that was really nice to find out that that's in my blood. And people said that when they found out that I was doing jewellery, they said, oh, you've taken after nonno Pietro. Even with my art, they'll say, oh, nonno Pietro was an artist. But my art's not as good as his.
I think your art is very good.
Oh, thanks, Van. I think your art's
My
very
art's
good.
terrible.
It's not.
And you know what? As I keep trying.
Hi, Claire. Shout out to Claire at Swell Art.
As I
Thanks
get
for
older,
watching.
As I get older, I'm figuring out that I'm so terrible at art.
You're really
I'm
not.
so terrible.
You're an artist.
No, I don't think I am. I'm not a visual artist.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
You are an all-round artist. I believe that if you are an artist, you have creative bones. I think you have a creative soul. I think you like to create. I think there's something you want to give the world.
Music.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
And that's bad too.
Are you kidding? Ven, I love your tracks.
I know you do. I think if you touch one person, you've made it.
You've done banger tracks from Beaming.
She's beaming.
Deja Vu, which missed them. I don't know.
In a timeline skew.
Taylor Swift was releasing her. I don't know what it was.
She always tries to steal my
I
thunder.
don't know what it was.
Stop stealing my thunder, Taylor.
Yeah. When our friend said, oh, I can't get, I'm listening to this on repeat. And I'm like, have you heard Vanessa's track, Deja Vu? Because that's on my repeat.
Music has to touch people.
Right. It does.
And if I can't touch anyone, then, it's just for us.
Yeah. Look, music does
But no, I'm not saying
speak to people. It does speak to people's soul. That's why they're so afraid of it. That's why they take music away from
Well-
certain cultures, try to shun.
Music is powerful. We do it for priming to get
Yes.
ourselves in a mood. And sometimes, which is really interesting, there's a certain sense of happiness you can get from a track despite how you feel. So you can feel really shit and hear a happy track, but sometimes you want to sit in that shit emotion, so you don't want to hear that track because you don't want to go down into that emotion.
Yes.
And then up in that emotion because you're like, I want to sit in this. And so music,
it's a very powerful and personal thing, isn't it?
it can transform
It can.
from
And
1 minute. Like if we hear a track now and it's a banger and we go nuts and we're like, yeah, it can elevate us. It can bring us somewhere else. The same way
it can bring us down as well.
bring us down.
It can,
and sometimes
tracks can make me cry.
yes, and sometimes when I felt sad and I'm like, just put a happy track on, I can't
It's hard.
bring myself to change that. And we hold on to those emotions and we attach our like we don't once we're in that emotion, we don't want to give it up. And there's a certain sense of
Interesting.
anchoring into that emotion that you're like, I don't want to be happy right now. I just want to sit with this music. I need to this is the mood I'm in. This is what I want to hear.
And I feel
Or when I'm-
movies do that as well,
yeah.
in a sense.
Movies can take, obviously, you're in that, you're reading a story, books, movies, you're in this world
Yeah.
and you're immersed in emotions that aren't necessarily your own, but you're also identifying with different emotions, and it's playing around with your mood, and it's very manipulative in a way because
is.
you let music in, you let creativeness in, you let a painting in that can also move you in the same way. Whereas, if you're in a really shitty mood and you see a bright coloured painting, you're like, oh, I hate it, or I don't like it, because that's not you right now and you can't identify with it.
I had a friend that I kept making some artwork for her, and I think I was in a very good place, and I think it was a little bit too happy and peaceful, and I thought I'll just do something else right now. And I haven't gone to a dark place for art in a really long time. My art used to be quite dark, and I purposely don't want to go there. And I really kind of challenge that theory of you have to be in pain to create beautiful art, because I think you can create and speak to someone with calm
you just
and
have
peaceful.
To feel.
Yeah, yes. Whatever that emotion is,
Whatever
it's got
it
to be
is.
strong.
Yeah.
Exactly. Do you remember how huge Natalie Imbruglia was? Torn. She won so many awards.
Nothing's right, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. I did her no
This
justice.
is how I feel. Yeah.
Yeah.
That resonated with a lot of people. And when she won an award, I never forgot these words. She won the award. She went up and accepted it. And she said, I'm so happy I won't have anything to write anymore, like right now, because I'm in such a good place. And she had been she must have been in a hurtful place.
Yeah.
And created all this beautiful, real, soulful music. And then she won all these awards and she got all this success, and she was in a relationship and she was happy. And she said, I don't have anything to give you anymore. But I do believe that you can create from a happy place. And this is a challenge that I've given myself. But when my friend kind of rejected everything that I was showing them, I eventually did something that represented where the world is today. I try to protect myself from watching too many of the traumatic news visuals that the news kind of bombards you with. I have to protect myself from that. But I thought, okay, I'm just going to put myself, that's where the world is, and I'll just put myself there and create from that place. It was a really hurtful art piece that I created. And I think I called it Broken Wings, or like Torn Off Wings, or something like that. My gosh, so many people love that piece. It hurts me to look at it. I think it's awful.
Wow.
But so many people said, "Oh, that's really cool," and I was like, "What?" It hurt me, and I decided I'm not going to go back there.
Did they like it?
They did, but it wasn't the piece that they've chosen in the end.
Okay.
Yeah, but they did like it. A lot of people liked it. It was
Did I like it? Have I seen it?
It is right in front of you. If you stare right ahead. If you stare right ahead to the end of the corridor, it should be facing you.
Okay. I know
It's quite different to everything else.
Mm-hmm.
It's I think it's
Okay.
yeah. But it's interesting that some people will look at something that's hurtful and resonate with it and say it's beautiful.
But art, yeah. And a lot of people do that. And a lot of people will look at these paintings, quite painful paintings, and go, how beautiful is that?
Wuthering Heights.
Did she die? Is that the Lady of Shoutout? Is that what you're talking about? No.
No, but
I'm thinking of the
that's
Lady of Shoutout.
Wow, that brings us back to high school's coming up a lot.
Circa 1996.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, the lady in the lake.
Was that the Lady of Shoutout? Anyway, she died. Or the rumours are she died from pneumonia or something after her hair got wet. No, just she went out. She fell asleep with wet hair.
I still think that's a real
That's
thing.
bullshit.
No, it's not.
It's bullshit.
All the
Anyway,
Italians-
not that. I don't know if her story's real, but
See, the old wives' tales.
some of the old wives' tales that you're like, tell me one, I'll debunk it. Hit me.
Okay, but the wet hair thing. If I go to bed with
So
wet hair,
there's a wives' tale in Italy. So in Italy, they believe that if you go to bed with wet hair, you'll wake. You can have a brain aneurysm.
oh, it goes that far. Your village is harsh, man.
It's not a religion. Oh, village.
No, I said village. Your village is harsh.
Ti viene nemorisma?
Oh,
What is it?
really?
Nemorisma? I don't even know what it is in Italian.
Ti viene un accidente.
No.
That's what I hear.
No, that's from wind. That's from wind blowing. If wind blows on you, an accidente is a fright, isn't it? Isn't that what it is?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's what I heard. It would. Ti viene un accidente.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm
What is an
probably saying- I
accidente?
don't know. I'm probably saying it wrong. I don't know.
But no, ti viene una neuralgia? Is that even a word? Neuralgia. Let me see what it is. Oh,
Air conditioning.
aneurysma cerebrale. It's not a brain aneurysm.
Cerebral aneurysm.
Yeah. Brain aneurysm is aneurysma cerebrale.
Well, the funny thing is that I love Michele's mum so much. And so one summer we were visiting and seriously hot, 40 degrees. The elderly was passing from heat stroke. It was really bad. And they don't have, the whole thing with air conditioning in Italy.
Okay, wait, sorry. Neuralgia, intense, typically intermittent pain along the course of a nerve, especially in the head or face.
Oh, well then that's true. If you go to bed with wet hair, that happens.
All right. So
I get this thing at the back of my nose, like I'm getting sick. Like it's kind of like this phlegmy.
That is conditioning.
No, I get sick. I know they have this whole thing with the air conditioning, but if the air conditioning is right in front of me, I will get a headache and I will get sick. And your eyes, and it's full on.
Air conditioning is not great.
No.
I agree with
Thank
that. I agree with that. Going to
Ah.
bed with wet hair?
Get sick.
No.
Yes.
No.
However, can I finish this story?
Yes, sorry.
Okay.
Please finish.
So I was in Italy, 40 something degrees. We had to go out. I washed my hair and we were leaving. And Michele's mum was like, you can't leave the house. You haven't dried your hair. And I said, it's like 45 degrees outside. As soon as I've got curly, coarse hair. So as soon as there's heat, my hair just dries up. And she said, you're going to get sick. You're going to get that. The aneurysm. What is it?
It's not an aneurysm,
No, it's
but
not
it's
an aneurysm.
you're going to get pain, nerve pain.
Nerve pain.
Severe nerve pain.
And she said, this is the cause of all of your neck and back injuries.
But you never have wet hair out, do you?
In summer? Yeah, I'm not going to put... So
do you bring a hairdryer to the beach when you get out of the water?
no, but she was so affected by it. and told me, and I could hear her talking to Michaela about it, though, I went, I'm just going to get the hairdryer. And I was in this sweaty...
Was it because it was looking not nice?
I mean, could have been that. No. She wanted me to dry my hair. So I got the hairdryer on a 40-degree day in an unconditioned house in the small bathroom, and I'm sweating. And you know when you got makeup, well, you don't.
No.
But when you got makeup and it's a hot day and it was just like melting off my face and I was drying my hair. 40-degree day, this heat. And yeah, it was painful.
So are you debunking or are you agreeing with me?
I don't agree. You can walk out the house. You can walk out of the house on a hot day with wet hair.
But you can't go to bed with wet hair.
No, you can't.
BS.
Also,
BS.
Ew. Goes back to you being
Rubber
dirty.
towel. My dirty towel around my head and me in bed with it. What a disgusting human being.
Isn't that moldy? Doesn't that create mold? And mold is real. And mold. Does that create mold on your
mold takes
pillow?
years, first of all, right? And I've got a dry towel around my head, right? So it's not straight out of the shower.
Okay, so it's not straight out of the shower.
It's straight out of the shower, towel dry, and then dry towel bedtime.
And then so you go to bed with
yeah,
your
and
dirty,
then by the time I wake
dirty
up,
factory towel.
my factory towels that I don't wash that I've bought, and I go to bed with it, and it's okay. And I haven't woken up.
My
with nerve pain
sister
yet.
has unsubscribed.
I've lost a fan. I've lost her. Lost her.
My germophobic
dirty friends, Linda. Your dirty friend. I'm sure our other friends wash their towels.
I'm so sorry. She would have seen me on the floor in that film clip.
But you did it for the art.
Yeah, anything for the art.
Anything.
Anything for the art.
Did you see how we were dressed in Aldi? In the rave gear?
A few years ago, I think people would have been frustrated with us. Do you think?
I think now everyone was like, oh, they're filming stuff, social media.
Yeah. They were so nice about it. They were moving out of the way.
They must have thought we were young.
I don't think so.
They didn't?
But they were like, oh, sorry, I'm just going to grab this.
Sorry,
like,
can I? Yeah,
you can definitely.
And they're like, oh, can I grab a trolley? Oh, yeah, go. Sorry, we're in your way.
Sorry, we're just filming.
We're filming very, very, very important footage.
Everyone was really lovely.
Accommodating.
Really accommodating.
Shout out to the people of Aldi.
Thank you.
Our community.
Customers of Aldi.
Our community.
So on brand.
Aldi is very supportive of us.
Yeah.
Very.
We hope.
Yeah. The Christmas ad, they're probably spewing that they didn't hire us for the Christmas ad.
Well, that can't be hired, unfortunately.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
They're probably spewing they didn't hire me for the Christmas ad.
They could hire you. They
can hire me. Hire me. I work hard. I'm a good dancer. I'm on brand.
I've advertised for a competitor for far too long, so not
Loser.
sure. Have you brought me into Aldi? Have we lured you in? Have you lured me in? Not sure.
I don't know. You didn't buy anything. I did. Did you see I bought stuff? So on the clip, the stuff in the trolley I for real bought. Not all of it, but the 2 big boxes, they are backrests for bed.
Are they nice? Did you try them?
Well, I tried it last night, but because it's memory foam, I had to let it expand. So it was, expanding overnight. But it's so that I can work in bed and bring you this beautiful podcast constantly and bring you music and bring all of our listeners reels, any social media that I need to do being paid overtime.
We are working in unhealthy conditions.
Our occupational health and safety is suffering.
If this was a corporation,
oh, yeah,
we would be going to
work
HR.
cover claims,
Ooh.
work cover. Yeah, they'd be coming into our rooms going, you can't work in these conditions. But luckily, you know what? It's not a corporation.
Nigel even fallen asleep, and he never sleeps in his bed.
Fuck.
And he's like, okay,
he's like,
boring
this is shit. Another boring episode. But I did say, didn't I say we can't always hit a home run?
Yeah, it's hard. This is hard, guys. Weekly talking about spiritual warfare, and because I could go on about you know what the thing is that you're not on board with conspiracy theories. So as soon as I start, you're like,
Oh God.
And and then you start talking about, I don't know, all your motivational real people.
Oh, my motivation.
Your grounded community.
I was listening to my favorite podcaster on the way here.
What were you listening to? Tell me.
I love Ed Milet. I love him. And I think he's brilliant. And he is just a beautiful soul. And if he's just a projection of myself, I am a beautiful soul. He's an astral projection. No, he's just amazing. An amazing speaker, an amazing motivator.
What was the most life-changing thing that Ed Milet said for you?
There's so many.
Tell me one.
Okay. Recently, he did mention something that I loved, and that was that balance is an illusion in your life. When you're after something or when you're focused on something, you can strive for balance, but it is unlikely to happen. And at the moment with our podcast, I'm finding it really hard to keep up my training, to keep up. And when I say training, I'm still training, like doing Pilates and yoga and those sorts of things. But when I'm talking about training, I used to train for endurance events, long runs, long swims, long bike rides, and I haven't been doing that.
Then this is the endurance event.
Yeah, so I've had to swap it. This is what I'm saying. So I can't have both. I can't have both at this time. At this time, my energy is all in this. And that he talks about that sometimes in your life there are seasons, and like with athletes, there's the there's the off season, and then there's the season when they're training, and everything revolves their meals and their decisions. Everything revolves around getting that going. So he talks about the balance is not an illusion, but it's something to strive for, but it's not realistic. When you're chasing something, you still should make time for family and all that, but it comes at a cost.
Yeah.
And yeah, so there's that illusion. But then also said to you something else he said, which is around this tone, is getting a plane off the ground. So when you are trying to get a plane off the ground, you're trying to take off a plane. So this is like, let's say the plane is an idea or a goal. It takes a lot more energy to get to cruising altitude. And you've got to just give it everything until you're at cruising. And then you can sort of reassess and go, okay, well, now I've got some time to do this, or I can.
See, and I love that.
You've got to get it off the ground.
I love that you're saying that, because this is what this is. And I love that I finally have a companion to do a project.
You have a co-pilot getting this plane off the ground.
Yes, but someone
Thank you, Ed.
And not that I always had colleagues that would do small projects and stuff, and I've done short films, and I've done projects with other people before, but they were always of the industry, and I never had friends.
This nobody who doesn't know what she's doing.
No, I never had. It was hard for like family and friends to understand what I was doing, or to understand how much effort went into my passionate work. And even when you're not passionate about it, you still have to do it. Some days I really don't want to talk.
Neither do I.
Yeah,
Today is really hard.
Is hard. It's a hard one, but like overall, this is a passion that I have. So I might not like this part of it today. Today's difficult, but you've still got to do it.
And yesterday.
Yeah.
We had fun.
But I loved yesterday.
Yes.
Yesterday became a really fun day.
But yesterday is
because when
one
I'm
aspect.
creating something, when I see it come to life, and I like to think of the jigsaw puzzle. And, you know, I was saying, we're going to do this, I've got a vision.
I love that vision.
Yeah. So when I have that, it elevates me and it gets me excited.
And your patterns have changed. You don't sleep in the morning.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've also got Barchel sleeping with me.
Yeah.
So,
no, but you wake up.
Yeah. I'm ready
excited.
to go. I'm ready to go. I've got something
with
to
purpose.
do. Yes.
And purpose is an important thing.
Yes.
And I think it's part of what we talk about, and
Yes.
part of what we said we're going to talk about is the purpose of our existence, and having that drive and having something that keeps us going. We're trying to better ourselves, and I don't think we're coming from a place of unhappiness, which I love. And at the moment, like I always say to Lynn, I'm so happy with where I am. And you've said you're so happy with where you are. This is just enhancing that. This is just something that we want to strive for. This is something that we're doing to improve, or to feel fulfilled, or to give something.
I've always been of service, and I do believe artists are of service.
Yeah. And I love I was going to say I love making people laugh. And even if it's just
do.
you, and even if it's just you sometimes, most of the time at the moment, it's great. It's a great feeling to be able to just have, especially when we piss ourselves laughing a lot. Like literally.
I need Tenor Lady to sponsor us.
We've come from a high. We were really creative yesterday.
Sometimes you're creative and you get spent, and other times you're creative and it gives you. But you know what we haven't talked about then?
I thought today was going to be really good. What?
You know what we haven't talked
Tell
about?
me, let's fucking talk about it now.
Because a lot of our work is social media. We're across YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We just, you're on it.
I know all our Facebook viewers.
And going back to the previous episode about how it sucks some sort of energy. So being creative is a lot of fun. And I actually do like editing because it's like a puzzle. But the whole uploading technical aspects of stuff, it does drain the creativity. I understand why, you know, you would have a separate department doing that. We're doing it all and we're having fun. And even when it's hard, we discussed when it's hard, we've got to keep going.
Yeah.
So
it's not going to be perfect every time. And you know what? Take that away with your life. It's not going to be perfect every time. You're not going to hit a home run every time, but you try and you go again and you get up and you keep going. And you're on the journey with us.
Yeah.
So thanks for staying.
Thanks for staying.
Tell your friends.
Yeah.
Tell your friends about the journey.
You guys are the OGs.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. You're here for the start.
Mm-hmm.
You're here for the foundation years.
Yeah. But if you like and subscribe, that would really help us.
It would.
It would really help us
keep us on the air. If you don't want us to stay on the air, don't like and subscribe.
And you'll have a better quality podcast. And do you like my conspiracy theories, or do you want me to be a bit more grounded like Vanessa?
Vanessa's grounded.
Brother, I found
you in a yoga studio. Yeah.
It's a great banger.
It's grounding. I'm grounded.
See you next time.
Bye.
We hope you enjoyed that episode. Thanks for sticking around.
Thank you.
Watch out for the music clip.
Yeah. Whatever that's going to be.